Hi, Myron. How are you? How are you, Myron?
What's up, man?
I'm just saying hi. Sorry.
All good. It's all good.
Yeah. So I just want to realistically, let's just talk about it for a second. I know that you stand for freedom, and I absolutely agree with you. I 100% agree with you for freedom. I feel like you're very restrictive on people's actions, though. Do you know what I mean? So
Very what you said?
Restrictive. For slut shaming and on men's actions, you want them to restrict their actions and women's actions, and I feel like that kind of goes against the ideological of freedom. Do you know what I mean? So I want you to explain that.
Well, let me be clear. We can have sluts. Sluts are fun. I'm just telling the guys, don't commit to these women. That's what I'm saying.
So if sluts are fun, why should we shame them?
Well, here's the thing. Sluts do have some problems in society, like I was saying before, with the breakdown of the family unit or whatever. And to be honest, we're never really going to be able to stop it. It's been around forever. It's the oldest profession. My thing is more about bringing awareness to this and letting guys understand that just because society accepts her doesn't mean you have to accept her, most importantly, as your wife. Because we have this mantra in America where men are shamed for having standards on women, but women are not shamed for having standards on men. A girl could walk around and say, 6 foot, 100,000 plus a year, he's got to be good looking, good with dogs, his socks got to match, a bunch of stupid shit. Meanwhile, if men say something like, you know what, I don't want to commit to a girl that's promiscuous. Oh, you're a misogynist, blah, blah, blah. So men can't have standards, and I'm trying to bring that back.
Are you married? Is that
No.
your wife? Is that your wife? That's your girlfriend?
One of them.
One of them. Okay, right. So do you shame her?
What was that?
Do you shame her?
Well, here's the thing, she's not a whore.
She's not a whore, so would you not describe yourself as a slut then if you have multiple girlfriends?
No, I'm the slut maker.
I'm sorry, what was that?
I am the slut maker.
You are the slut maker.
Yeah, men cannot be sluts. We fuck the girls. They become the sluts.
Okay, so if you create the sluts, would that not make you the problem? If you were creating sluts and then you want to shame said sluts, would that not make you the problem of the issue?
No, because you ever play World of Warcraft or any of these games?
I'm not a loser, so no.
All right, okay, fair. So what the thing is, you gotta kill the runts and level up and shit. Yeah, you smash the whores and understand women, and then you go ahead and wife one down the road so you can identify them properly.
I feel so your understanding of women is coming from sluts, but we should shame them? Because I feel like that would develop a weird understanding of women if the only women you're interacting with are sluts.
Hold on. You're talking really fast. What was that?
Yeah, I apologize. What I'm saying, though, is if you're only interacting with sluts and then you use that to develop your idea of women, would that not develop men to look for sluts? You know what I mean? Unless you're using them as negative examples, I feel like if you're only interacting with sluts and then, for example, you're looking for a wife, you're not going to know what it's like to have a wife. You're not going to know what it's like to have a nice woman if you use those as your framework.
Well, here's the thing. You're not going to be able to identify a wife unless you understand what wife qualities are and what they aren't.
Yeah.
Okay?
Okay.
There's why the famous phrase, you can't turn a hoe into a housewife. Well, the thing is if you're not able to identify these features that make a girl a hoe, and you turn her into a housewife, well, you're going to be cruising for a bruising. So what I'm trying to explain to you is, look, I don't want you to just use my anecdotal evidence, but the research is out there. I've spoken to 4,000 plus women. I can quickly tell if a girl is promiscuous or not based on behaviors, how she moves, her friend group, etc., Instagram, social media profiles, all that other stuff. And it's a very important skill set that men need to learn so that they don't commit to these types of women long term.
Okay, and so on that note, I feel like this is a civil conversation we're having. I feel don't you feel by posting bring back slut shaming and then I feel like you're making it more extravagant than it needs to be, because I feel like you and I are having a normal conversation here, and you're presenting it in a way by using derogative language and things like that. You're presenting it in a way that's doesn't open up for civil debate. I'm enjoying.
We're having a civil debate right now, aren't we?
I'm enjoying talking to you, but I feel
we have over 100 plus people over here because we got a little bit of the shock value, but then we're able to have
Myron,
a real conversation.
Myron, I think you'd be kidding yourself if you think that you are not met with plenty of animosity every time you come here.
This is my first time here, actually, not bad.
Moreover, every time you go to college campuses, you're met with plenty of animosity from plenty of people, myself included.
That's fine, but you haven't been able to beat the debate, so...
You still didn't answer my question. Do you not feel like that's misleading by putting really aggressive language and using aggressive language like that?
See, that's the problem with this generation.
I feel like that would not encourage debate.
Bro, look. I can't control how you feel. If you're offended by words or whatever, then you're just a pussy. I don't know what to say to you, man. The reality is that facts are facts. You might not like the way that the facts are put out, but the thing is sometimes you have to put things out in a certain way where people pay attention so they can have the conversation after the fact. So if you get offended by slut shaming or calling a woman a whore or calling someone a fag, I don't know what to tell you, man. Only you can control your feelings.
I think we'll agree to disagree on that. I was going to say, you said all blacks are criminals. Are you not black?
You said what?
Are you not black? You said all blacks are criminals earlier, when we sat down. Are you not black?
Well, it depends who's asking. Some blacks say I'm not one of them. Others say I am.
Do you yourself identify as black?
Yeah.
Does that make you a criminal?
No, because I'm speaking in generalities, and higher IQ people can see that.
you're arguing. Okay. By making
Like if I have to make the distinguish, like if I have to distinguish,
by
right?
making
Then I'm speaking generalities. You're just low IQ.
your
Like,
generalizations were framed in the form of a claim. So like I feel like debating that claim is a reasonable thing to do within a set given debate. Like I feel like by
well,
like,
clearly not all blacks are criminals, bro. Like, come on, man.
well, yeah, yes, clearly, but whenever
Common
you come
sense
up here
isn't
and
common
you
anymore, I
use this
guess.
derogatory connotations, it ignites something within people.
All right, next person, man.
Yeah, thank you for talking to me, Myron. I appreciate it.
Yeah, no problem. Yeah, guys, I guess I have to put this disclaimer. I thought it was a university. Yes, I speak in generalities a lot of the times. There's always exceptions to the rule. Not all, but many of the times.